Something that my parents once said to me was, if you don't keep moving forward, then the winds of time will not stay with you, they'll leave you behind. And it got me to thinking about lockdown and how we're all trapped inside, and we're on like week 9 I think here in the UK of being inside, mainly being inside. And it's like, how do you stay creative and how do you continue to move forward, whether that's with things that I've taught you or whether that's with things that you learn from other people, or whether it's things you know, and you're just trying to figure out how you're going to do that when you're in such a small place. And it got me to thinking about how I do that, and it might be worthwhile sharing with you guys. See if you guys can pick anything from that, use it, take it, and continue on your journey. So, yeah, I just thought we'd have a look at it, see how I do it. Got these glasses a few months ago, but can't see my hand in front of my face really. Working so long in front of a VDU as an editor, I've done it for 15 years, and you just, I mean I can read things, but my arms aren't long enough now to be able to get to the focusing bit, so I have to wear these things. It's what it is, just move forward, don't you? So I think the first thing that I really wanted to say was, for me, I create for myself. I think you should create at least, it's almost like do one video for people that you think will benefit, and then do one video that you think you enjoy doing, or intersperse into your video something that you enjoy doing, a thing that you like doing, and just keep doing it. If you're trapped inside, or you can only go to your garden like we can at the moment, then get your phone out, take some photos, get some on Instagram, do some Instagram stories. Do some Instagram stories with Adobe After Effects, do some really flashy Instagram stories, which is what I was working on the other day. I was working on Instagram stories where I was like, you know what, I'm going to do something in After Effects here, and I'm just going to put something together, and just keep your flow going, keep it working, keep actually creating, even if nobody sees it. It's not a problem if nobody sees it, as long as you've done it and you've enjoyed doing it. That's what counts. Just go for it, basically. Go and do what you do best, but continue to keep doing it. So and make notes about stuff. I have a notepad that I carry around with me absolutely everywhere. It's nothing special. There's no I'm not journaling in this, and I don't journal. But what I do is I think to myself, that'd be a great idea for a video. So this book is just like a little black book of video ideas, or photo ideas, or places that I want to go, and there are videos that I know I've got planned months down the line, for when we are able to go out all over the place, and we can just go ahead and go where we want, and I can go and get those videos done. And it helps to have a plan. It helps to have a goal. And if you set yourself a goal that this is what I'm going to do at this time and this is what I'm going to do at that time, then you find easier to stay in that creative flow. So it basically helps to write it down and get your thoughts out, and then you can move on to the next thought, and you can continue your creative flow. You can keep that brain working, because creativity doesn't like to be boxed in, and currently we are boxed in at the minute. We're all told you can't go out, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do the other, try not to do this, try not to do that. And creativity doesn't like that. It needs to be free, and it needs to be able to fulfill itself, and that's the struggle that we've got at the moment. The other thing we need to do is actually, do you know what? Let's get a coffee. This is one of life's little pleasures, is being able to make yourself a coffee you know, and people at work say to me, why don't you just drink instant? You know, what's the point? You spend 10 minutes making a coffee when you could spend like sort of 2 minutes making a coffee. And to me, it's the journey, it's the process of making that coffee, and it's the taste, but it's also the routine of doing that. And I like the routine of making a coffee, of doing the thing from start to finish. And it can be anything. It can be anything at all. It doesn't have to be, you know, done in a machine or anything like that. It can be what we're doing here now, which is just an espresso coffee with an AeroPress. And this is one of the few coffee making paraphernalia that I own. But it's the act of doing it. And that brings me on to number 2, really. The second thing that I do that I think helps, and that is I have a routine where I get up at the same time every day, even though I probably don't have to. I do my videos on a certain day, and weather permitting, obviously. If it's something outside and it's hammering it down and I need sunshine, then I'll wait and I'll move to a different video. But that comes from planning, and it is all part of that process of having your routine that you're in. Keeps your creative mind focused and leaves you in a position where you're able to create, and you're able to create in a much more tidy way. And a tidy workspace means a tidy mind. Tidy mind is the whole thing, isn't it? I forget what they actually say when they talk about that, but it is something to do with tidy minds. And a routine is part of keeping yourself in a position where you can do everything that you want to do, but you can do it in order, and you can get that creative flow going, and just let it out. And it's such a good thing to have a routine. So, you know, I'll have a coffee in the morning. I don't drink that many, although I drink probably more than what most would want to. I probably have 2 or 3 a day. And then it's on to the creative side of things. Very, very, very windy out today. Point number 4, stay in touch with your friends, your family, peers, your other filmmakers on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media sites you're on. Get on there, stay in touch with them. And now is the time more than ever to be surrounding yourself with people that think and feel the same way about you that you do. And so get on with that. And if nobody watches what you're doing, doesn't matter. If nobody sees it, it doesn't matter. If you don't publish it, it doesn't matter, as long as you've done it. As Nike says, just do it. It's not sponsored, wish it was, but it's not. And yeah, use your mobile phone. If you can't get out in the garden, or can't get out somewhere in a park or wherever to do some filming or whatever, and you just want to do something, think about taking some photos for Instagram. Just think about doing something for Facebook. Just do something really, really cool, using another method. Try something new, learn something new. Now is the time. You're not going anywhere, so learn something new. And I just thought it would be interesting, as I say, for us to talk about it, how I do it, and that is basically what I do. If I can't get out and I can't do something, then I'll just do something in the house. I'll do something in the garden, and I'll do something that's a little bit funny or a little bit interesting, or just learning something new for Instagram, just for a short video. I'll take part in a competition or a challenge or something like that, just to get something done. So with that, that's all there is to it. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.